Good morning, Solid Steppers. What's up, Tech the Titans 2.0? And what's up, fellow road warriors? Good morning. It's Miss Ward here coming to you from the road in between jobs. And today we're going to talk about something that hits home for every blue-collar business owner. Making profit, no matter how much money you make. Let me tell y'all something. Look here. I know people making millions of dollars with no profit. They in the red. I know people making $500,000, $100,000. They in the red. They upside down. So let's talk about it. Let me tell you something. When you run a blue collar business, you got to be on your game at all times, and you got to be humble enough to understand you're not gonna win everything, but the goal is to learn along the way. So I don't care if you make $150,000 a year or $500,000 a year. If you don't have anything left at the end of the year, you are just running yourself ragged. This is a fact. My philosophy is simple. Your money needs to be made in the first 3 quarters of the year. January through September, that's your money season. The last quarter, that's for planning and applying the 12-week year strategy and getting your business ready to crush the next year. It's my personal opinion. This is why you go so hard at the very beginning of the year, because the beginning of the year sets the momentum for the rest of your year. Believe me, if you do what you're supposed to do in the first 9 months, the last quarter's gravy, clean up time, strategy time, and peace of mind. Why this matters? Let me tell y'all something. Too many business owners, especially in the trades, run full throttle year round, but they don't stop to see the numbers, see if the numbers make sense. And you don't, because you're so busy running with your like a head with your chicken cut off, you ain't got time. They think busy means profitable, and it doesn't. Busy without profit is just tired. So check this out. How do you do $500,000 a year and still have something to show for it in January? Let's talk about it. And I'm gonna make it real simple, y'all. 10 simple steps. Get your pen and paper together, slow down the video, take notes, bookmark, whatever you need to do. But get this bag, because this is how I do it. Step 1, know your numbers. You can't keep guessing. Y'all gonna have to grow up. Know your numbers. You need to track every single dollar, revenue, expenses, profit margin. If you don't know your average ticket or your numbers, your cost per job, your break-even point, you're already in trouble. There's a lot of people out here just winging it, because they scratching it in their head like, okay, this right here valve cost me $35. I'm gonna charge $90, $89.99 for the part. I'm gonna charge an hour for the labor, and then I'm good. And I'm gonna throw my service call fee. That's the dumbest ever. You need to open up that blue book. Yes, go get it. What is it? $20 a month from Service Solutions. Go get it. Get that blue book, and get your labor right. If you don't know how to charge, you will learn. But at some point, even the people that do flat rate, you got to make sure your cost of doing business is in there. A lot of y'all out here playing, man. Step 2, price for profit. If you're undercharging just to stay competitive, you're digging your own grave. Price so that you cover your costs and have profit built in. You need to think about that. You are not a business person if you're going into these jobs and you don't understand your profit when you come out. Not to mention, you got to even have cushion for the recall. When I'm coaching people, those are the conversations we have. Okay, this, and this. And for some people, it was very uncomfortable in the building because in the beginning, because they, number one, didn't understand their work. They didn't understand their skills. You know how many people I talk to who are way further advanced than me on the technical side. And I show them the respect, because I'm like, let me tell you something. You need to bottle that. You need to find a way to parlay that. You need to find a way to get money off that, because them 40, 50, 60 years of experience, 20, 30 years, 15, 10 years, 7 years, somebody need to pay you for that. And if you really pull on that knowledge, if you really were applying yourself all those years, because let me tell you, I know people been in the game for 20 years, but they still a first year tech. All they did was live that first year over and over again. They didn't increase their skill set, which is a whole nother video. Because there's a lot of them out here. They don't want to change. They don't want to grow. They don't want to touch computer boards. Like, I don't know how you touch an appliance and not know how to understand how the computer communicates with the peripherals, such as the water valve, the ice maker, the fans. Like, what are you doing? How do you know when you look at a board and know the resistor is fried and know that, okay, I can change this board, but I need to make sure I change the item that fried it, such as you look at the GE side by sides. It's a notorious situation where their HVAC fans fry the board every time. But I'm telling you, how many times, man, I'm about to get it technical, but I'm going to just tell you, I'm in the game, so I'm going to tell you what I know. How many times, I never forget the first time I worked on one, and the GE side by side, the front display kept loading down. It kept shortening out. And it was because the fan was jacked up in the freezer and it was burning out the board and putting an extreme load on the board. Let me tell you something. There's some things that when you get in the game, you need to understand, and you need to get paid for that, because it's going to be people who go before you who are inexperienced. They don't know what they're doing. Then you got to clean up their mess, fix it, and keep the customer happy. You need to be paid for that. That is a skill. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Stop playing. Step 3, control your overhead. Don't let your business bleed money on things that don't move the needle. Y'all know what that means. If she want to go to Hawaii, you better tell her she better get her own ticket. I'm just trying to tell y'all be out here swagging and out here flexing, and your business is running raggedy just because you got a payday here and there. You go and spend it. What is your problem? Hey, every tool, subscription, or truck payment needs to earn its keep. Everything you spend money on need to do. I tell people all the time, I tell my students, I tell the people that I coach, your money need to do 31 push-ups in the business before it even leave the business. That's another video. Step 4, front load your year. Push your marketing, customer acquisition, and high ticket items hard in the first 3 quarters. That way you can breathe in Q4. Let me tell you something. I don't care if you do COD, warranty, whatever. Say, how do you do that with warranty? Let me tell you something. In warranty, there are people who don't do seal systems. They don't work on gas. There's specific things. They don't work on vent hoods. You find the areas people don't work on, and you charge a premium because you have to come in and take care of their problems. That is a premium charge. Every time I go behind people trying to replace LG refrigerators, replace this and that, it's because the person before me didn't do seal systems. My job is to go in and quit because this person already done fumbled the ball and got the customer thinking they need a new one. So you got to go in there, polish it up, make it look good, and get these people back up and running. That means you need to have your tanks. You need to have your manifolds. You need to know how to do lock ring. You need to know how to do seal systems with, as welding tanks. I use acetylene. You feel me? You need to be confident working on R600. And you need to know how to diagnose, because there's times I've gone in situations, it ain't even a seal system. It's something as simple as a condenser fan. But instead of these people being true techs, they ain't. But it's not my problem. I'm here to eat and get my bag. Everything else is irrelevant. You need to be paid for that. So that is how you push your high ticket items. This is how what you're charging the premium, because in my area, I ain't gonna say no one does seal system. There are guys that do it, but they don't even understand the whole process. They just do it off of pattern recognition. That's a whole nother conversation. Get your skills up and charge accordingly, people. Step 5, use 12-week year. Treat each quarter like a year. I've been telling y'all about 12-week year. Get the book, get the workbook, and apply it. Your life will change, because you will be able to do 4 years in 1 year. That simple. I'm trying to tell you, you'll be able to hit goals. And basically how that system works is you take 2 or 3 items, or sometimes 4 that you want to focus on in that quarter, and you bang them out. And you have touch points in that quarter. Every week you check and say, okay, where am I? What do I need to improve? You don't let it lay until it becomes a problem. See, a lot of us in business, we so busy doing the work, we don't know how to work on the business. See, people tell you need to get out of the truck. Let me tell you something. Shout out to my boy Justin Gandy, love that dude. Somebody made a comment to him where he did it and blah, 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 like it was easy. He's still in the truck. This man is doing millions and millions and millions of dollars a year. He got multiple techs that work for him, but he jumps in the truck when he needs to on a Sunday. See, a lot of y'all don't know nothing about that hard work. Y'all think y'all done arrived like you a boss. You ain't no damn boss. You can't even run you. But y'all, I'm going to stay on topic because you know I get excited. Step 6. Bank your profits. Separate operating money and profit money. Don't touch the profit account unless it's for growth or emergencies. Okay, let's just talk to y'all. Yeah, I'm talking to you, the one that all the money going in one account. What is your problem? First of all, you should have multiple banks anyway, especially in today's environment. All right, I don't know why. You need to get profit first. What is the problem? It breaks it down for you. If you start, say you need 5 accounts, but a lot of people start with 3. I don't care what you start with, but split up your money, honey. Split your money up. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Don't get stuck out here. And the key is when you separate the money don't exist. You need to have a tax account. If you have staff, you got to have a payroll account. You got to have an operating account, and you need to be able to shoot money where it goes. You need, in my personal opinion, you really need to separate your stuff. As far as even company-wise, that's a different thing. But I feel like everyone's company should have a management company that handles X, Y, and Z. But who am I? I'm just talking about tax strategies. And look, this is what I do. And I'm just telling you what works for me. And nobody taught me. I had to go learn it because I was running into these walls. And I had to learn it for me and this is what y'all don't understand. At the end of the day, every time a problem comes up in your business, you need to find a solution like yesterday. You don't need to sit on it and then you get mad when you get in a situation and stuff keep happening. It keep happening because your ass won't fix it. Number 7, cut low value work. Let me tell y'all something. Not every job is worth your time. If the job does not fit your profit goals or skill set, pass it on or subcontract it. Words to live by. Now look, some of y'all can't say no. Like me, that's why I'm so antisocial, because I'm hardcore on the outside, but I don't know how to tell people no. I got a lady right now that I need to call today and tell her, hell no, I can't touch your shit. I hate to tell you like that, but I mean, the reality is what she's got going on, nice lady, nice situation, but I can't get emotionally involved in it because I run a business. I'm not running a charity, you know, and I got to call her, but you better believe I got 2 other people to refer her to, because that's their customer. They work on anybody. They work on any situation, not me. I don't do drama. I am drama, so I don't need to add no more. I just have to keep my own self under control. Amen. Can I get an amen from the back? Hallelujah. Step 8, building systems. Scheduling, inventory, parts ordering. Automate it where you can. Systems protect profit because they cut wasted time and mistakes. All right, y'all. Let me just talk to y'all that's in the back of the room that's hiding, because you know I'm talking to you. Check this out. What I need you to do is grow all the way up and understand that you cannot work all day, go home and sleep, and then do your paperwork on Sunday. Especially y'all warranty people. Oh my God. I hear one more warranty person say, I do my stuff on the weekend, I'ma shoot you. I mean, I don't literally mean that, but you know what I mean. Get your life together. Because at the end of the day, you should, especially y'all that have families, you need to have earmarked time for your families, going back to 12-week year. Every day, my work is handled. If I'm doing, no matter who I'm working, whether it's COD, warranty, whatever, my paperwork's done that same day. I'm not playing with them people because I don't need them playing with my money. So if I do it on a daily basis, say something happens and I can't get to some stuff, I still got my money flowing because I handle it on a daily basis. You got to be serious about your money. You got to be serious about your bag. And if you're not on top of your paperwork, ordering your parts, like me, when I get finished this job I'm going to, I'm headed to Dothan, Alabama to knock out a Samsung double oven, microwave oven combination. I'm going to take care of the magnetron, the diode, and the capacitor. I got my lifting table and my air sled and all that stuff with me. Oh my God, let me get my life together, y'all. Anyway, I'm going to be meeting my apprentice, because the only reason I have him on with me on this job is I'm not about to get out here and hurt myself. That ain't going to happen, because how does that make me money? I'm not out here to play super Negro. That's crazy to me. But anyway, I see a lot of people doing it, but hey, do what you do. Get your systems in place and order your parts on a daily basis. Stay in good standing with your parts vendor. You should have multiple vendors like I do. I have a main one, which is of course Marcone, but of course I have Encompass. I'm not gonna lie and say reliable. I've never been a reliable fan, but hey, I ain't knocking them. I just never been my cup of tea. I have Sunberg. Shout out to Sunberg in Chicago. I have VMV in Ohio, and I have Fox. And y'all better be taking some damn notes, because when I tell you need to be able to move that credit around, because you never know what's going to happen, you got to have options, and you got to be in good standing. That's why you got to manage your money and price accordingly, y'all. Let go. Step 9, plan Q4. Use October through December to fix systems, improve marketing, train your team or yourself, hint, hint, for next year. And that's a special comment to people who want to expand and hire people. You don't understand how much money you lose when you hire people. And when I say lose, you got to have enough cushion to train people and then accept the fact it's not a fit, and then train somebody else in XYZ, because you don't know how many people you got to go through to get the perfect match. I'm blessed because my apprentice, you know, like I said, that was a blessing. That's all I can say. Good kid, but he got his own power washing business, landscaping business, and he got over 350,000 followers on TikTok. So he don't need nothing from me. He come hang out with me when I need help, and then he go back to his life. But the reality is he's clean cut. He's a dependable kid, and I met him in Lowe's. People always ask me how to find him. It wasn't for me. I'm an energy person. So when I walk past this kid and I feel like, and he was helping his grandmother at the time load a washing machine, I asked him, because that's who I am. I always ask people when I see people who I think work in the industry or the trades, what they do, blah, blah, blah. And we started up a conversation. I said, well, you know, anytime I'm in the area, I'm going to call you if I need help. And that's how our relationship started. You see him in the videos. Check out the video of me working with my apprentice. Really mannerable young man. Very proud of him. But what I'm telling you is, until you get the Chick-fil-A game down, and when I say Chick-fil-A game, they got a whole assessment they do, and they got a certain pool that they pull from for their employees. And that's why you see that brand of my pleasure. Yes, sir. And they're always polite. I mean, let me tell you something. If I'm having a bad day, I go to Chick-fil-A. They lift my spirits because they just got good energy. So at the end of the day, what I'm telling you is, you got to get you right, so that you can manage people and expand. Because hiring people, in your mind, you think you hiring you. You're not hiring you. Those of us who are self-starters, motivated no matter what happened, and we know how to handle ourselves accordingly. Everybody ain't like that. You know? And when you understand that, you understand that, and you move accordingly. But a lot of y'all go out here thinking that you're going to be able to tell people something, and they're going to get it overnight. Managing employees and putting disciplinary actions in place to manage them and to form and shape them into the best person they can be for your company is not an easy task. You got to have a whole separate budget for that. I'm trying to tell you. I'm not going to sit here and tell you. Like me, I got subcontractors I work with. I know their personalities. And let me tell you, I've watched some of my subcontractors go from A1 people to idiots. And when I say that is, I'm not saying they're idiots. What I'm saying is that they're going through a growth process that they don't even understand the price they're paying. They don't understand why you trying to mimic what you think I'm doing. You can't do this. I've been in upper management for 30 years. And let me tell you, I get headhunted every year, every month about the industry I used to be in, because of my reputation of going into situations and rectifying them when no one else could. But I went in like I owned those companies. I walked into situations and I knew that the first thing I had to do was get the morale right. And the only way I could get the morale right was to earn the trust of people who didn't trust corporate, didn't trust nothing about them. they done seen and heard things happen. They knew the company didn't give a damn about them. So I learned a long time ago, people don't work for companies, they work for people. It could be the worst company in the world, but if you're the kind of manager that walks in and takes care of your people, oh, you're gonna always shine. And that was my blessing. And so when I'm coaching people, that's really an extension of what I used to do in the corporate world when I used to walk into situations where even the company was about to give up. They would send me in because they needed to see if this was even salvageable. And I got paid extremely well, because I'm the only one that had the stomach to go in and face situations that other people couldn't. But that was because I came from a place where I understood what it is to make something out of nothing, to take your resources and win. And that's the wonderful thing about appliance repair. This is one of those things that is low barrier to entry. You can get in at a certain level. You ain't got to blow up. You can keep your job, and you can do this on the side. I know people now that do this on the side. They make more money from appliance repair in their job than they do in their job. But they've been at that job for 20 years. You feel me? And if they really want to turn up, I've had to say, don't quit your job. You got a family. You got kids going to college. You got a whole life set up. Do not get in this up and down and drag your family into it when you know you need that stability. It is what it is. I'm not going to tell nobody to jump out here and get in this game. I'm not going to lie to you. And the only way I tell you to jump out here and get it is you got to be single, in my opinion. I feel like you need to be single, or if you're not single, your better half need to be pushing hard on their end, getting their bag. I'm telling you, because when you got the stress of paying the bills, the mortgage, and your folks is in your ear, it's a whole nother situation. I'm telling you, make a grown man or woman out your ass real quick. You got to make decisions you never thought you was going to have to make in life. So like I said, step 10, grow incrementally. Don't chase crazy expansion too fast, as I just shared. Double down on what works and improve what is weak, and grow step by step, not leap by leap. And this is your end of the year reality check. If you do $500,000 but have zero in January, you're not running a business. You're just running yourself in the ground. I'm telling you what I know. So here's some takeaways for you. Make your money early, protect it, plan in Q4, and roll into the next year already ahead. This is Miss Ward reminding you, it's not about how much you make, it's about how much you keep and how smart you are with it. Miss Ward signing off. Be blessed. Solid steppers keep stepping, and tech the Titans, as always. See you at the top. Road Warriors, let's get it.